November the 2nd, 2024. Now, as you're looking at an article that's on Gateway Pundit this morning, and it's concerning and it's interesting at the same time. It says the Russian foreign minister warns USA and Russia are very close to a direct military conflict because of Biden. Well, Biden's not running much anymore. I don't think he ever was. And the powers that be behind the election on the Democrat side, they blew up over his calling, they say half of America, but I'd say about 90% of America garbage. And of course, Trump trolled them with the garbage truck routine. But that's something that's in the front. What's going on in the back for him to say this now? Is it because Ukraine is losing, they're losing city after city, like 20 a month, and it's all moving towards Kiev. The soldiers are deserting by the hundreds of thousands. Think about that. Rather desert, take that punishment than get blown out of existence. Can't blame them. But what's going on in the background, guys, for him to come up now and say this? Is it a move to possibly wake people up in the West right before the vote? Not only it's not just a ploy, but a promise that this could happen. And again, we know that the proxy situation in Ukraine involves many other nations. And when they say Ukraine is fighting Russia, I think that basically ended a year or more ago. I think it's mostly proxy folks in there right now. And so they know that. They know they've put out hundreds of videos about French, Germans, U.S. troops, North Korean troops, the entire array of things. So why now? Is it, again, to influence the elections, to get Biden and his disastrous gang out of D.C., or something happening that one side of this conflict wants to happen in order to declare something before the election? Are they pushing really hard right now in Russia's? They've got spies everywhere. Every nation does. But what are they seeing? What is the activity that's going on that's not being reported? We're getting a lot of imaging on the news, a lot of different images. And we know that one of the things that we've been told is that we know that we will have won when everyone believes a lie, or nothing they believe is true. And we see that, with a lot of media reports and things like this today. So, again, not sure what it is, but it's a stern warning. Would someone do like a Broken Arrow event? You ever seen the movie? You had a stray high-tech plane, I think nuclear capable, that was hijacked by inside people. Remember that movie? Is something like that going to happen to create a conflict? Many times when you see a big disaster, whether it's New York, whether it's in Europe, it leads to some kind of conflict. Strange, isn't it? But anyway, there's also a video that I put up on the Patreon channel. Many of you are signed up there and are subscribed. I'm afraid if I put that video here, they would take down my entire channel. So it's there, and it's a very good report coming in from some people running quantum computers about what's going on in the swing states. If you're signed up, click on the link below. If you're not, go there and sign up, because we're really walking out on a limb the last couple of months. You know it, I know it. It's worth it. But Patreon, I've been with them for years and years and years. I've never had one check mark, never had anything taken down there. At least 10 years, it seems like, and just never had a problem with it. Never. And so what I'm going to have to do to maintain this channel is to link more and more just over onto Patreon. You understand what I'm saying? And that way at least we can talk about it here. You can go there and watch it, right? I've got to maintain this. I've got doctor's appointments Monday. Don't know how good or bad that's going to turn out with that aortic aneurysm. It's what they call an ascending one. They have an ascending, one's descending. One is up above it's called the left clavian vein there. I think that's what they call it. it's under your left clavicle. It's pinched, and it's on one side, and on the side going from the aneurysm to the brain is pinched. It's narrowed for some reason. The other side is ballooning out, and so it's just a few centimeters away from them wanting to do something about it. We'll find out Monday morning. But again, I can't lose this channel because we have a lot of rescued animals, and that's my one prayer is for the Lord to keep me here till He gets here, so that I don't need anything except my family to be in good shape. As far as me, I'm cool. But someone's got to make sure, and that's my prayer every time things get rough. I appreciate you guys watching. But I'll let you know a little bit more about it after Monday. They've done all the tests now, and it's a vascular surgeon that will come in and decide what they've got to do. They can put a stent type thing in there. It's unlike the small ones. It's a larger one that will go in and kind of keep the thing from getting any larger. Anyway, I'll know more about it when I get back Monday. But I appreciate all your prayers. I've read thousands and thousands of comments in the last week of prayers. You know how much that means. It really does to me. Always gives you. You're always thinking about how many people are behind you and pushing for you. But anyway, guys, if you are subscribed again to Patreon, just click on the link. If not, consider subscribing. It's not very much, and I've got to, again, get the message out. That's my job, but I've got to maintain this platform in order to do any platforms, because it's the largest, biggest, and that's where the people go. In this case, like I said, in at least 10 or so years, never had any problems with any of the videos that went on YouTube and Patreon. Just, it was on the first. And so, anyway, that's what's happening, guys, right now. We're looking at the tropics. It's still not a lot of development. It's kind of getting wishy-washy as far as is it getting stripped away, but you're still at an 80% chance on the one in the Caribbean and about a 20 on the one just north of there along the Bahamas. We'll take a look at that in this evening's video. If it was really something big, I would have already put it up. But I just want to watch it because they've been sitting there so long, and it looks like something's going to spin up, and then everything gets blown off the top. But I guarantee you, as soon as it looks dangerous, and you've already been warned that it's possible, right? Okay. But as soon as it looks like it's forming going to be dangerous, we'll be on top of it with the computer printouts, doing spaghetti models, all of the above. We're watching it, guys. You watch it. It's a heads up. Be safe.